Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have another, essentially a quick battle for you, and it is a Chaos Civil War, so a 2v2 Chaos on Chaos matchup. You can see here I do have a flying death squad of Feral Manticore, Chaos Sorcerer of Fire, Chaos Sorcerer of Death, and a Chaos Lord on a zombie dragon. Not a zombie dragon, a Chaos Dragon. I always do that. Oh my goodness. So that's pretty terrifying. And to afford this, I have a main line of Marauders. I do have a Hell Cannon. I've got some Hounds of Pestilence. I've got an Exalted Hero here to give some leadership to my Marauders. I do have some Chosen with great weapons over here. And you can see I do have some Marauder Horsemasters. We'll start with my ally over here. My ally has more traditional build. He's got Sigvald. He's got 2 sets of Armored Trolls, 3 Chaos Warriors with great weapons, 2 Chaos Marauders with great weapons, some Chosen. In the forest, he has Chaos Knights with lances and a Chaos Sorcerer of Metal. So if we go take a look at my Zombie Dragon, you can see he's up to 666 weapon strength, and that's because he has Metal Shifting, and then he also will do an extra 14% on top of that because of my Fire Sorcerer's Kindle Flame. So that's whatever 14% of 666 is, add that, and then that's how much damage he's actually doing with each strike. So pretty terrifying kind of combination right there from my ally's wizard and mine. If we go to my opponent, you can see he's got a Chaos Sorcerer of Death. He's got 2 Chaos Warriors and 2 Chaos Marauders with great weapons. He's got some Chosen, 2 Hell Cannons, some Chaos Knights with lances, a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, and a Kolek Sun Eater. So these guys are pretty terrifying. Especially this Dragon Ogre Shaggoth and Kolek when they're fighting large targets like my dragon. So I was really hoping I was going up against Archaon over here, but that was not the case. You can see a bunch of Chaos Marauders, I guess expecting a Chaos Marauder build, so these guys would win against Chaos Marauders with great weapons. He's got 2 units of Chosen, some Chosen with Halberds, 2 Hell Cannons, some Chaos Knights with lances, and some Hounds of Pestilence. And Archaon on Dorgar here. And in this mod, he is terrifying. He's got regeneration, he's got flame magic, he's a beast, he sunders armor, and he's got that crown, so he gives everybody immunity to psychology and +4 leadership. So really buffing up these Chaos Marauders. So anyways, we'll get this started. You can see my Marauder Horsemasters are taking quite a bit of damage. I'm shooting with my own Hell Cannon, but I'm definitely outgunned, so I have to charge. I'm bringing my Chosen in through the forest, trying to protect them. And what I want to do is kind of bait him out here, isolate those Chaos Knights with lances, and then potentially just start a fight over here with my Marauder Horsemasters, ambush him with my Chosen, and then kind of just win that flank, because I know I'm not going to win this melee fight. I'm not going to be able to kill those Shaggoths unless I can isolate them away from their troops. You can see this Chaos Sorcerer of Death hidden. So you can see my Hell Cannon is opening fire, getting some nice damage on these Marauders. And you can see here I'm trying to bait him out with my Marauder Horsemasters, potentially my Hounds of Pestilence. But you can see in my haste I'm kind of not making these guys hidden, so exposing a little bit of my plan. You can see he's kind of aware of it. And you can see one Hell Cannon is kind of finishing off my Chaos Marauders, while the other is one is targeting my Chaos Marauders. You can see even here, Crossfire. Why are you firing at me? Fire at your own opponent. That's not good. So Gehenna's Golden Hounds being dropped here, not doing very much damage to these Chosen, which is good for them. So now you can see I'm being shot by 3 Hell Cannons. Oh man. So you can see here I'm just trying to bait him. Spirit Leeches are constantly coming down on that Zombie Dragon, so that is not good for me. You can see Chaos Knights are posturing up. Lord of the Storm barely missing, which is good for me as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just attack these 3, because I know I want to win. I don't want to win, I just want to last a while. So I'm going to be coming down here and just trying to force a smaller engagement where it's harder for him to get his full force to bear. So here I get a nice little charge on these Chaos Knights, and then I'm going to pull back. So what I'm trying to do is bait these guys into a fight out here with my Chosen to support me. But I get a little stuck on these guys. It's not going as well as I wanted. You can see Flaming Sword of Ruin is being cast. and then I'm going to try and get out of here, but oh man, I waited a little bit too long, and you're going to see my Chaos Lord just start getting chunked. So while that happens, we'll go look over here. You can see the Marauders are losing, especially with those trolls, and against Chaos Warriors, they're not going to do very well. You can see Sigvald is just getting hunted by Archaon, who will definitely beat him one-on-one. And you can see these Chaos Knights with Lances got a nice rear charge here on these guys, potentially against these Chaos Knights. You can see a Hell Cannon still shooting at me. Rude. As I try and run away, I'm gonna get Spirit Leeched. My Chosen are coming in, and then yeah, just took way too much damage there for my liking, so I'm gonna have to re-engage here. You can see my Chaos Lord. I'm popping that Potion of Toughness, and still he's just getting chunked because he's really hunting him with both the Shaggoths. Soul Blight even coming down, so nice job buffing. But my Chosen should be able to kind of help swing this fight in my favor. They do a lot of armor-piercing damage, but you can see that Hell Cannon is firing. You can see my just firing in at this blob. I don't even care if I hit my own troops. They're Marauders. So you can see here Swarming Kolek doing some decent damage as he flees from my other stuff. My Chaos Dragon does get up, so I'm getting some nice hits in the back. My Chosen are coming in. I'm just decided to commit here. So you can see I fought, and now I'm getting those rear charges. I've got 3 Manticores on him as well. So there you can see he's turning his attention away from the Zombie Dragon, thank goodness. Casting Cascading Fire Cloak, buffing him to 785 weapon strength. You can see he's going to get chunked out. So there, Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is put down, and now I can turn my attention, swarm this Dragon Ogre. My Chosen are really helping to inundate this fight, but they are getting Hell Cannon, so that's not the best. So you can just see how much damage my Lord does over there. My Exalted Hero's given up on his sad Marauder horde, and he's going to come over here and try and shut down this Hell Cannon. And you can see in this fight, Sigvald is getting hunted. The trolls have been kind of beaten, but they have only lost 1 model, so they can still regenerate pretty high. You can see Archaon so low. Prince Sigvald as well, trying to beat him. Chosen with great weapons, definitely helping to swing this fight, and you can see Prince Sigvald is just not going to last there, and he's going to break. You can see I've sent some hounds to chase this Dragon Ogre Shaggoth off. I never want to see it again. And I'm gonna a trend in my recent 2v2s is when you win, you're more mobile. Just flee. I get some nice damage on this Chosen because it was pretty isolated, and that's a pretty important target. You can see running through those guys, and then I'm just gonna pick up and get off the ground. I am gonna constantly keep getting Spirit Leeched though by this Chaos Sorcerer, so really trying to take me out, even shooting me with the Hell Cannon, which is doing a decent amount of damage. See, Archaon is being chased by these trolls, and Archaon is chasing Sigvald down. But now I'm finally up in the air. You can see my Exalted Hero on foot. Another Spirit Leech coming down. You can see I'm trying to break these guys as I make my way to my ally. My Hounds of Pestilence will come back eventually. But that Dragon Ogre Shaggoth coming back was just not an option for me. 1 hit could TKO my Zombie Dragon. So you can see over here, and I am just hunting right now. Fireball hitting those guys, dealing some nice damage. But I see a very low health Archaon, and I need to kill him before he can just keep regenerating. So I'm going to circle around with my Chaos Lord. I'm going to drop my 3 Manticores on him, trying to take him out. And you can see there, oh man, he's just so close. Trying to get him, but he manages to sneak away. And I noticed some more troops coming in. So I say, okay, whatever. I'll bring my Death Sorcerer in. He dodges it. Oh man. So I'm like, okay, fine. I gotta risk my dragon here. I see him. He's kind of in the middle now. I'm gonna drop him right on here and just boom, just stepped on. But you can see as that happens, another Spirit Leech is coming down, and it is going to take out my Lord. So there you can see Death embraces your Lord, and the enemy Lord is dead all at once. Luckily, I do have heroes in here, so these guys are going to rout. I still have my Manticores left. My Hounds of Pestilence are coming back. My Exalted Hero is sadly being murdered. My Hell Cannon's still firing, which is good. My Hell Cannon is the only one still active. Or I guess this one is as well. So you can see here, I am now hunting the leadership with my Manticores. I feel like if I just get in a chunk out fight with all these elite Chaos Warriors, I'm just going to lose. So again, there you can see, I'm trying really hard to get him. My allies bringing back his trolls, which is a huge boon. So you can see here, casting Cascading Fire Cloak on my Hounds of Pestilence. And then I'm going to come in here and just try and isolate these Chosen with some charge bonus damage. Because I really just want to break their leadership, not so much have a chunk out fight with them. So you can see my Hell Cannon just keep continuing to fire. The benefit of having a bit more mobile units. So you can see they're very close battle with Kolek and Archaon being put down by Sigvald and his Slaaneshi hordes. I guess my Chaos Dragon can be from Slaanesh. So you can see here, not a lot of kills because there wasn't a lot of units on the battlefield. I think like total 2,000, 2,200, something like that. So you can see my Chosen definitely didn't do very well, but they got an XP Chevron for like chunking out Shaggoth health and just inundating that battle. My Marauders got trashed. My Hell Cannon did pretty well. You can see my Manticore got some Chevrons, and so did my Hounds of Pestilence. We got a Pratt Man over here. You can see his Chosen did very well, so did his Chaos Knights with Lances and his Trolls, definitely helping. Sadly, Sigvald got crushed, but as it should be, probably. Hell Cannon's doing pretty well. Chaos Warriors with great weapons, racking up a ton of kills. These Chaos Knights probably fighting Trolls or something? I don't know. They got 0 kills. I think they got rear charged by these Chaos Knights with Lances. Chosen with great weapons doing pretty well. Yeah, Kolek just getting kind of isolated there and chunked, which was a very close fight. Yeah, and you can see these Shaggoths. I was just very lucky to win that engagement. You can see Archaon here, 27. Oh, why they have 0 kills is because I fought these guys with my Manticores and my Dragons. So that's why I got 0 kills. And Jack over here, you can see his Chosen doing very well. His Chaos Knights doing pretty well. Hell Cannons as well. And those Halberds actually getting a decent amount of kills as well. Anyways, great game to all my opponents here. And that's a Chaos Civil War for you. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and that's that.